is Daaim Shabazz, the chess drummer. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, on the campus of Georgia Tech, Georgia Institute of Technology, and we're at the second HBCU Chess Classic. And I have with me Cassidy Sparks. She is the current president of the Chess Club. So far, how are things going with the Howard Chess Club back in DC?
So for the Chess Club in general, we've been steadily and slowly growing over the past couple of years. We actually just got reinstated. I think it was early like pre-COVID, but we are just trying to focus on growing. And I think my goal during my presidency was just making sure that we had people on campus who wanted to play chess and were passionate about chess. I feel like chess is kind of a sport where it can get kind of closed off and you get kind of individualized a lot. And I want to make sure that because we are in such a negative, not negative, because we are in such a particular environment where not a lot of Black people are at the collegiate level playing chess, I want to make sure that at least the students at Howard have that opportunity.
What kind of activities have you had so far at Howard University for chess players?
So we do actually have this really big chess set where we set it up in the middle of the yard and people walk up to us that way. We also host little tournaments across the campus that people are completely invited to. Our next one is the Telfar tournament, and it's basically where we play for, it's called a Telfar bag. And it's just little stuff like that to increase the motivation in our community. Yeah.
So how many players do you have at Howard? Both casual and regulars that come through?
So regularly, I would say it's around 10 to 15 people who are very passionate about chess. But I would say casual players is probably closer to 20 to 30 on campus.
And you have how many did you bring here to
To here we brought, I think 7 or 8. We had qualifiers. We picked the teams that we had.
And you all didn't drive here, did you? Because that would be a long drive.
We actually did. Well, some people flew.
Okay.
We did have that option, but we did have a donation from the Roan family, and they gave us a travel vehicle to fit 7 people, and we did take that 10-hour drive.
Okay.
But I mean, it's definitely worth it. We do it a million times again.
It's a good bonding experience as well.
Definitely. I think the whole, just the entire trip is a great bonding experience. After last year's HBCU tournament, I noticed how close, that team got. So it's just encouraging and increasing.
So what do you think about the HBCU Chess Classic? This is your second one. There have only been 2, but what do you think about the whole concept and your participation here?
I think it's a really important concept, honestly. Personally, I think my participation in it is to disrupt the stereotypes about chess already. And because it is a sport that I love and it's a sport that I'm passionate about, but when I tell people that, it's oh, what? You play chess? And so it's to not eliminate, but to mitigate some of that.
And how did you learn? How did you pick up chess?
Okay, I learned it was in elementary school when it was an after school event, and they taught us how to play. And after that, I gave it up to play sports basketball or track. But it wasn't until undergrad where I met people in the chess club who I consider my friends, and they encouraged me to continue playing, that I seriously took chess.
And where are you from?
Well, my family, we are currently in California, LA County, but I was born in Atlanta, originally from Decatur.
Okay, so you actually learned chess in the after-school program here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who was the person leading that program? Do you remember their names?
exactly sure.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I do remember that it was at Narvi, like Narvi Harris. But after that, sorry, I got the
And on a personal level, you're studying at Howard. What are your subjects? What are your aspirations?
I'm currently a political science and sociology double major senior. So my goal is to go to law school and to become an attorney. But I think I'm going to take a gap year and study for my LSATs right after.
So, do you have any? You're going to apply for the? When you're going to take the LSAT? Do you have any schools kind of on your wish list?
I mean, my ultimate goal is just to go to a T14 in general. But because my family is in California and I went to school in DC, I'm like really like adaptable to my surroundings. So it's not like any particular place I like have my heart like set on. I just know I want to be a criminal defense attorney. I'd go to like a really raw school that is for law school.
And you came a long way from California to go to Howard, as Malik did. How did you come to that decision to go all the way across the country to go to Howard?
I would say that it was definitely not like an overnight split decision. When I got my acceptance to Howard, I was definitely a little fearful. I've never been away from my parents that long before. And I'm also the oldest of 5, so I felt like my standing in like the family and like how stuff is operating, I didn't feel like I would be useful. But it's when I moved to DC, I went through like a period of just like discovering myself and feeling comfortable in my surroundings without like feeling unsafe. So it's like just like learning about myself was really helpful, and then just the distance. I feel like, of course, I miss my family like every day, but I feel like the distance also helps. Like me not be as dependent on them for like every little thing, like because obviously they can't come like drive over.
So lastly, as far as chess is concerned, are you want to continue playing after you graduate from Howard and law school, or teach others perhaps, or stay involved in chess?
Definitely. I definitely plan on teaching eventually because I want to encourage just young girls in general to be in chess. But as far as me playing particularly, I do see chess as like a lifetime game. It's not really something that I can take a break from, even if I wanted to. Because it's kind of like built into the DNA a little bit now. So it's like something I do in my free time, doing like when I have a second. So it's definitely something I bonded with too. So like even if I did stop for like a small period of time, it's definitely I'll always pick up again.
Well, glad to have met you here, and all that you're doing for Howard and the Howard Chess Club. Good luck in your academic endeavors, and go and win your next game.
Thank you.
All right, this is Daaim Shabazz. We're signing off.